Hey there, this is K4A, Knowledge for All educational videos and tutorials. Today we are going to check GameMaker GML visual drag and drop block, which is called if key down. Let's go to GameMaker to see that block. So far we only have some kind of test playground, so it's not really a game, so it doesn't matter. Still, what we are going to use for this block very much. For me personally, it makes most sense to use this as some block which I will, it has to be binded to some key as its name says, but to some movement maybe. So let's try to make some kind of movement. If key down is press right, then go to the right, like we did before, but with events. So this time we are doing this with blocks, and this is a big difference, and I will explain that in more details later in some later videos. So let's try to make this one as short as possible. I need a new obj, new object, so I will create some kind of fake player object, or I don't know, I will call it test player, obj test player, and I will add sprite of yellow circle as a gold coin just to have anything on the screen, and I will add this new obj test player to main menu because it doesn't matter, it's just me testing the game so far, so we will delete this later. Okay, so it's on the screen so far so good. So let's find event first which we need, and that is a step event. Why? Because we want GameMaker to check this all the time while we play our game. We want to check for this because you don't want to check it only once, you have to check it all the time while we play the game if at some point player will press some key down. So let's find it. It is, I will zoom it, it is in mouse and keyboard, if key down. Here it is. If key down, check if a key is down or released. Click and drag it on our coding window, and it says if key down, which one? I have to VK space picked. I have so many options here. I will pick right. You can pick whatever you want, and there is some kind of empty warning here, so it says okay, you still have to add something to me. So far I am only checking if the key right is down, so if the player is holding, that's very important. We will see that and compare it to other key presses, but this one means if the player is holding. So if the player is holding the right arrow key down, I want to do what? I want to move. So let's find movement. Here it is, and I think jump to point will do. So I don't want to be below, that means do this after. No, I want to be in it to check if the key is down, and then if it's true, do this. So be aware, it's very annoying to me, and I have to repeat that lots of times because some people watch only one video and they make those mistakes. Anyway, so which point I want to jump? If I put 5 into X, what will happen? Now if I press my key down, my right arrow key, look at the yellow circle, he jumps 5 to the 5 pixels from the left border, he jumps 5 pixels to the right. That's not what we want to do. We have to check this relative, meaning add 5 pixels every frame, because we are in step event. Step events runs 30 to 60 frames per second, so every frame I will add 5 pixels when I press the key down right. So this time when I press my right arrow key down and hold it, that's very important, so I'm not releasing it. It goes like this. So it's very smooth and natural way to do it. And again, I can easily now code, but I will probably stop here. I can easily now code whole controller. Maybe I will do that in some specific other video, just to have that video for people trying to code only controllers. All I have to do is copy, right click on this if key down, copy, paste, and if key down, if key down left this time. I want to go where? I want to go -5, that means -5 on the axis, that means go left. Plus is on the right, minus is on the left. Again, it's relative, so add it every time I press or hold. In this situation I hold the key. So now pressing the left, I will go 5 pixels per frame. I'm holding the key now, and it's very easy. You can add more features, more controls to go up and down, or whatever you want, maybe to shoot some arrows or guns or whatever you want to use to create something on the screen by pressing the key. So possibilities are endless, but it's here the most important thing is that you hold the key. The moment you release it, it stops, but it's not that I have to press key many times. I only pressed it once and I hold it. I don't release it. As long as I'm holding the key, as its name says, this will work. So if the key is down, if I'm holding it, this is working. Simple as that. Again, we are using the blocks which we have put in step event. Thanks for watching. See you in next video. Bye for now. More of those are coming about keys, keyboards and mouse. See you then.